Good. Those are some awesome posters behind you there.
Oh, thanks. I've been a fan of you since Get Up on This. I'm a long,
Oh shit! No way!
yeah. I
Hell
was like,
yeah,
that was
dude.
that's why I asked to talk to you. I was like, oh man, it's Matthew Robinson.
Oh
I gotta
shit.
talk to him.
Fuck your dreams, bro.
Exactly.
Oh,
I love it.
that's awesome.
So I guess we'll go and start here.
Yeah, anytime you're
Um,
ready.
so let me ask you, so what was the initial I'm sorry, let me get yeah, here we go. So what was the initial idea or moment that made you write Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die? And how early did you know the tone you're aiming for?
Yeah, this was a weird one. It didn't start with a specific idea. I had a bunch of little short, maybe 20-page ideas that I really liked. Like this, the substitute teachers in a school full of zombies was an idea I had for a little bit. I had some stuff I was doing about the school shooting and the cloning stuff, but they were all, cool shorts. I didn't think any of them sort of deserved their own movie. And then I was in Norm's Diner one night where I often do some of my work, and I had this fantasy of somebody walking in and what it would take to get a group of people in the diner to join him to get us all off our phones and stop AI. And then that felt to me like a really cool sort of Canterbury Tales-esque way to give us a one-night journey wherein the people on the journey, we sort of zoom in and get their origin stories as short films. Um, and it seemed like a really difficult thing to pull off, and I like a challenge, and that was sort of where it came from. The tone was, I don't know, just me, I guess. I don't know, just sort of angry and hopefully being funny and maybe giving you a cool popcorn movie to take you through it.
It is a great popcorn movie.
Oh,
I think
good.
I think it walks the line between fun and kind of with some tension and actually something darker. Was the balance something you plan or did you find its kind of way when you were writing it?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything I do is just a reflection of the things I love, and I love when something funny takes me somewhere dark momentarily and then pulls it back. I love the emotional roller coaster of a movie or a story that switches genres, that takes you to different places, that isn't afraid to dramatically shift gears and find a way to keep it all cohesive. That to me is the kind of storytelling that I'm impressed by, and so something that I try to emulate. And so it was always important to me that, and in everything I write, I don't like just sticking with one tone. Maybe it's, a bit of an ADHD kind of brain, but like, I like when things aren't afraid to really step outside of what you're expecting to happen and do something new.
Awesome, awesome. So I think the title does a lot of work before the movie starts. So
Totally.
yeah, so did it come early in the process or how much did it influence how you wrote the story once you came?
Yeah, dude, I had the title immediately, like as soon as I realized I was putting them all together. And I'm a big video gamer, as I'm sure you know from listening to the podcast. But like, I was playing a lot of League of Legends, I was playing a lot of Dota 2, and Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is the thing people say to each other at the beginning of those matches. And you say don't die because as you die in the game, the other team gets stronger. And so it's almost like it's a greeting, but it's also a warning. It's like, hey, have fun, but don't mess this up. Like be careful. Like, and that to me was such a great bit of language that we had created that had never existed before. It's like a greeting, but a greeting with a caveat of don't blow this for me. And that just to me felt like such a great title for a movie and such a cool concept to sort of introduce.
I actually saw this. I saw this movie at Fantastic Fest. So in September when it premiered, I think we were the first
Awesome.
audiences to see it. I think.
100%. The very first
Yeah,
audience.
and that the title was great, and all of us came out of that screening just kind of like damn, this movie's fun. Like this is really
Oh, great.
type thing. So was there something about the story that only became clear as to you after you finished writing it?
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I think, the relationship between Sam and Haley Lee Richardson's character Ingrid was something that Gore and I really worked on and became sort of my favorite part of the movie in a lot of ways. And I feel like that's something I'm really proud of pulling off, or at least feeling like I pulled off in watching the finished product. Is the relationship of those two and the story that evolves between them. It was something that I wasn't sure was working as well in the script as I think it is on the screen.
When you were writing this, was there a part of the process that made you unlike a little uncomfortable? And why does why do you think that was, if that was the case? and ruined the run.
I don't know if anything about it made me uncomfortable, but it definitely felt like it was never going to get made for a very long time. There was a lot of everybody had passed on it. There's a lot of dark stuff about school shootings in there, and I always knew that was going to make it really hard for a major corporation to ever want to be involved in it. Because if there was a school shooting the weekend the movie came out, that movie could be in financial trouble, and no studio wants to risk that. And my opinion was there will be a school shooting the weekend it comes out because there's almost a school shooting every weekend in this country because we live in an absolute nightmare. And nobody cares and nobody wants to do anything about it and nothing is changing. And to me, I was just, I mean, I still am enraged when I think of that. And I hope the movie captures some of that because I think it's disgusting that we have done nothing to stop this horrible epidemic. And the only way I know how to deal with it is by telling jokes and showing the absurd nightmare of it. So hopefully the movie is cathartic for people in that way. It was cathartic for me to write it. Um, and I definitely knew the minute I added it into the script that it would become almost impossible to get made because of that. But I embraced that. And luckily, Gore Verbinski put that movie on his back and climbed a mountain with it and made the impossible happen. So it would not exist without his hard work.
Oh, I love that. And I'm curious. So was there anything in the script that you probably, I know you've written, quite a few movies in the past. I'm just curious if there was anything in this script that you probably wouldn't have trusted yourself to do even a few years back.
Yeah, I mean, opening on a 10-minute monologue was definitely a huge risk, just because if it's not entertaining, nobody's going to keep reading the script, and then it never gets made. And if, and then, even if it works on the page, adapting that to the screen is, there's 1,000 ways that goes wrong and maybe one or two ways it goes right. And luckily we had one of the best directors in the world and one of the greatest actors of all time, and they were able to find those one or two ways to make, like I would not recommend anybody who wants to write scripts start a movie with a 10-page monologue. It's probably not great storytelling, but it felt like it lended itself well to this specific story, and it felt like if ever there was a time to do it, it would be this. And if ever there was a director and an actor that could pull it off, it was Gore and Sam.
Well, I mean, Sam, gave one of the best monologues last year in a TV show.
He
So,
did, and
you know,
he did that right after this. He left our set and flew and did that.
yeah, well, Sam Rockwell's
Yeah,
amazing as always. So
he's the best.
he's the best. So when you look back on writing Good Look, Have Fun, Don't Die, what part of you most proud of it?
Um, I think the thing I was most excited about was the anthology aspect of it, taking a bunch of disparate ideas that are only connected by theme, and finding a way to turn them all into one story that doesn't feel like an anthology, that feels like one story. And I feel like I pulled that off for myself. It's up to the audience if they feel I pulled that off, but I'm happy with how it came out, and I was happy with it in the script, and I think Gore improved upon it in every way. So that to me is the most exciting part, is doing what felt to me like a very hard to pull off narrative structure and to make it all feel like one thing that was always meant to be one thing.
What was it like watching Gore take your film and the actors taking your characters and kind of making it come to life? How did
Oh,
that?
I mean, it's that is the reason I'm in this job is to watch directors and actors take my ideas and bring them to life and make them real. So yeah, it's that is the main thrill. I would do this job for free purely for that. That is, yeah, that is the thing that gets me up in the morning every day, is thinking about, what can I write today that I will get to see some great actor and great director bring to life.
Well, wonderful. It's great talking to you, Matthew.
You
Been
too,
friends with you
Brian.
for a long time, and I hope this movie does great because it's a really
Me
good.
too.
I keep on telling
Thank
everyone
you,
to
man.
see it. So,
Awesome. We'll keep spreading the word. I appreciate that, man.
oh, you're welcome. Thanks, man. Have a great day,
All
man.
right. You too. Take care, Brian.
Bye bye.